everybody. Deanna Mae back again with another 10-minute Pilates workout for you. If you have not watched the Pilates Basics one that I posted, please watch that first. The last thing I want is for you to do something that damages your lower back. Pilates is supposed to help it, not hurt it. So make sure you're performing these moves with the proper abdominal control. And I will be posting another basics video, hopefully today or tomorrow, outlining breathing and talking a bit about transverse abs and scapular stabilization. Okay, so right now we're going to start with the hundreds. Before I say that, for the most part, these videos will be able to go back to back. Might be a little, well, they will be a little out of order in terms of the original mat work order, but you're still going to get a good workout. So feel free to do them back to back, or just do 10 minutes at a time. So we're going to start with hundreds. Breathing. On your back, bring your legs up to tabletop. Abdominals are nice and tight. Knees over your hips. The closer your knees come into your chest, the easier it is. So you want to keep the knees over the hips to begin with and legs together. Crease up nice and high into that nice crunch position that we talked about in the first basics video. Hands are reaching towards the other side. You're really pulling down through your armpits here. No hunching the shoulders. It's going to hurt your neck and you're not going to get creased up nearly as high. Going to pump the arms from the armpits as you breathe in for a count of 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 4, 5. Straighten those legs. 3, 4, 5. And bend them. 4, 5. And straighten. 2, 3, 4, 5. And bend. 2, 4, 5. Straighten and hold. 3, 4, 5. And hold them there. 4, 5. Now lower them. 3, 4, 5, and lift. 2, 4, 5. You're maintaining imprinted pelvis. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lift. 2, 4, 5. Don't let that lower back pop. Lift. 2, 4, 5, and last one. 3, 4, 5, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Crease up a little bit higher. Make sure you're still nice off the shoulder blades. Bring your knees in. Lay the head down. Roll it from side to side, give it a bit of a break. Single leg circles. Extend your left leg out, take your right leg up to the ceiling. Now, if you don't have the hamstring length to have your legs straight in this position, you can do it with a bent leg, okay? We're drawing circles on the ceiling with our toes, or if your leg is bent, think of drawing the circles with your kneecap. The focus is on the femur within the hip socket. I don't know whether that's going to work or not visually, but that's what we're doing. Leg up to the ceiling, hands down by your hips. Relax through the neck and shoulders. Pull the leg directly across your body as far as you can without lifting up. Okay? Your hips stay absolutely stable. Pull it down by the other foot. Circle it. You're only going to open up as long as you can keep this left hip absolutely anchored. And circle it around. We're going to do 5 either side. That's 2, 3. Nice stretch through the IT band when you cross the leg. 4 and 5. And then we reverse it. Now I want you to think of having popsicle sticks between your hips, hip bones, and your lowest rib. And think if you start moving around, those popsicle sticks are going to pop out. Okay? Keep them nice and stable. No movement in the torso whatsoever. Bend that leg in. Just give it a bit of a stretch. Switch legs. Now if you have hip or tendons that are snapping and cracking without any pain in the front of your hip when you do this, you can always grab a TheraBand, something stretchy, place it on the ball of your foot. Now mine is super short because I tried to do this just a minute ago and it snapped and just about hit me in the face. So we'll hope this one works. Grab it up as high as you can. Yikes. And pull your elbows down. Anchor them right beside your body. Your hands and elbows do not move now. Pull it across your body, down by the other side, and out. This will just take the pressure off of those hip flexors, and you should not have any snapping, cracking, and popping. It also, when you pull it across, gives you a glorious IT band stretch. I'm just going to take it away before it pops on me. And 5. And then reverse. If you want to add a little bit of difficulty, just take your hands up to the ceiling. All of a sudden, there's a lot more stability happening through your obliques. to hold your torso perfectly steady. Bring that knee in. And then bend both legs. We're going to go up into shoulder bridge and shoulder bridge prep. Okay. Heels fairly close to your bum, about a fist or 2 fists apart. Okay. Hands by your hips. Spinal articulation. Now, last session we did spinal articulation starting at the top of the head. Now we're going to start down at the tailbone. Okay. So nice big inhale and tuck under at the pelvis as much as you can before you lift anything. Squeeze the glutes and continue to articulate that spine up off the mat until you're in a nice position where your shoulders, ribs, hips, and knees are all in one straight line. You don't want to get up into this arched position, although it's really nice on the hip flexors. It's not so good for the back, okay? And you don't want to be dropped down here because then you're not working your glutes as well. So just a nice flat line here. Take a nice big inhale here. Breathe into rib cage. And then articulating vertebrae by vertebrae. Think of a string of pearls, laying them down on your mat one at a time. You're going to keep your pubic bone up as high as you can for as long as you can. Gives you a nice stretch. And then finally, once your butt touches, take your pelvis all the way back into neutral. Let's do that again. Inhale, tuck it under. Exhale, articulating that spine up off the mat. Nice big inhale here. Straight line. And exhale, you're going to crease at the bra line and drop it there. Keep this up as high as you can for as long as you can. Abdominals super tight, articulating through that lower spine all the way back into neutral. Now, if you want to up the difficulty, and I'm sure you do, if you have these sliders, if you do any balance or beach body stuff, you probably got them. If you're on carpet, you could use just a sheet of paper. It works fantastic. If you're on floor, just a towel, okay? But you can do we can make it much more difficult, putting the heels on the sliders or on the paper or on whatever. You're gonna articulate up just like before. Then you're gonna reach one leg out and then bring it back in. Well, they're not moving on this. And take it out and bring it back in. So much for that. And out, keeping the hips up nice and high, and bring it back in and out and bring it back in. Now, and articulating back down. Let me just see if they work better. No, that's not gonna work. Okay. The other thing you can do with the sliders is with both heels on, you can drop. I can get down. I'll probably get down, but let's try. You never know. So if you come up, yeah, it just won't be pretty. But you can actually come all the way down. Now my butt touches, but it doesn't. There's no weight. And then squeeze. Oh, that's a hamstring cramp waiting to happen without any sliders. Sliding in and out with both legs. Phenomenal hamstring work and upper glute work. Okay, articulating back down. Okay, now we're going to do a kick. I'm just going to stretch out my hamstring because hokey tiny that did not. Ooh, so don't do that without sliders. It's brutal. Okay. Again, tucking under the pelvis, articulating that spine up. Nice straight line, shoulders, ribs, hips, knees, all in a straight line. Take your right leg, extend it up to the ceiling. My hips have not moved. I'm going to reach that leg as far away as I can without dropping this hip. Flex the foot, bring it back up. Really good for stretching out the hamstrings. Point, reach it away. Flex, bring it back up. Neck and shoulders are relaxed. Abdominals are firing like mad to keep that hip up. And one more, reach it away and flex, bring it up. Fold that leg, put it underneath you. You will probably feel that, oh my goodness, I have to lift my hip. Happens to everybody. Try not to let it happen. Other leg in, up to the ceiling, reach it away, flex, kick it up, point, reach it away, flex, up, point, reach it away, flex, up, and last one, point, reach it away, flex, bring it up. Fold that leg, put it back underneath. Hopefully you're still in a nice straight line. Shoulders, ribs, hips, knees, crease at the bra line. Tucking under that pelvis, keeping the pubic bone as high as you can for as long as you can. Lay that string of pearls back down on the mat. And once your bum touches, take it all the way into neutral pelvis. All right. Flipping over onto your stomach. We're going to do just heel squeeze prone. And this is just a little bit more glute work. Okay. Elbows are wide. Hands are stacked one on top of the other, like this. Your forehead goes onto your hands. Now, in terms of pubic, you're gonna really tuck under. I don't know. Yes, that shows. Okay, so you really want to tuck under. If this hurts your lower back, you can always grab a towel and place the towel like right against your hips. Make sure your pubic bone is off the towel, and that'll just give you a little bit of a tilt, okay, to protect that lower back a bit. But let your knees go hip width apart, squeeze your heels together, forehead on your hands, tuck under that pelvis, squeeze the heels together, squeeze the butt, and lift. Now you want your heels over your knees, okay? Don't want to be way out here, doesn't do anything. And pulling in here doesn't do much either. Think of having your feet parallel to the ceiling. Now in this position, the tendency is, don't actually lift up your head, but I realize you probably can't hear me. The tendency is to push your belly button down into the mat. The instant you do that, you have lost your transverse abs and you're putting your lower back at risk. Again, all those tiny little back extensors will take the load, and that's not supposed to happen. So make sure you are lifting your belly button off the mat. Yes, it's opposite to what your body wants to do. Lift that belly button. And then take it up. I want you to hold it there, and I want you to squeeze your heels together 10 times. 1, 2, you should feel this right here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And lower the knees down. Just push back into child's pose with the knees wide so your stomach can kind of hang between. And just push into the palms of your hands and just enjoy that little stretch. Okay, we're going to do one more. Open leg rocker. We did rolling like a ball last one. This is a variation on that. It just gets a little tougher. Okay. Find your balance on your butt. Okay. Make sure I got space. Extend your legs. Grab behind either a calf or the thigh, just not behind the knee. Okay. Lift it through the chest in this position. Okay. I do not have a death grip on my legs. I'm just touching my legs. Okay. I'm going to tuck under at the pelvis. So I'm rounded, rolling back, find my point of balance, come back up and lift the chest. Tucking it under, up onto the shoulder blades, nice hip lift, and lift it up. Now if you can't have your legs straight, totally can be done with the legs bent. Okay, tucking under, lift. The hip lift is a little easier with the legs bent to find that balance point up on the shoulders. And so you can see I'm not actually going onto my head, not so much there. Okay. Difficulty levels. This is the easiest. This is next. This is next. Holding the fronts of the legs is next. And really crazy people can actually hold on to both big toes. I cannot do that. Okay. Just try a couple more. Make sure you don't over roll. And lift. And you have to fight that. Boy, I had a death grip on my legs there. Fight. And we're done. Legs together. Bend them. And we're done until next time. I think that's about 10 minutes. So we'll do a couple more, hopefully tomorrow. Stay sane. Stay socially distanced. But don't distance yourself from people. FaceTime, text,